Hello everyone, my name is Marion with DTM Real Talk Channel. It's the channel that you can tune into, have the ability to listen to the thoughts of others about topics all over the world that touch every one of our lives. Everybody goes through basically the same thing. There is nothing new under the sun. So if you're going through, someone else has already been there. Maybe you can find hope. Maybe it's a pathway that can set you on the right road just by tuning in. So DTM Real Talk, just keeping it real. And if you like it, like us at the bottom, subscribe, and let us know just how we helped you. Just keeping it real. Nothing but love. Good evening. Good evening. This is DTM Real Talk, and we're just keeping it real this evening. And I have a very special guest, and she is looking back to see what her husband doing, y'all. But anyway, if this is your first time subscribing or listening, please like, share, and subscribe. And we thank you so much for all the feedback we've been getting by email. And today is just going to be so interesting because we had some crazy attacks. Say hi to the good folks out there, girl.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
My husband's trying to hook her up, y'all.
My husband and my son, and it's very weird. Okay.
We can't hear nothing you said.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Terrence, fix it. And
No,
she said,
we're right. You had your head down. That's what the problem was.
Okay. Hi. Okay. All right.
I'm waiting on you to say hi to the good folks because it's rolling.
Oh. Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Hello. How are you doing today?
Yes.
Ooh, I am looking forward to this.
I'm looking forward because y'all, this morning when we got ready to start this, boy, we had attacks from everywhere. Girlfriend could not find the mute button on her phone to take it off.
At all. I mean, I'm telling you, at all. I mean, I went high and low. We just got so like, we said, you know what? This is a tag. You know what? We're gonna move past this. We coming back to this though, but we just gonna come back for a minute. But we coming back. We distracted for a minute. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it is 4 days before Thanksgiving, guys. We are so excited. I hope that you have already gotten into the realm of praising and Thanksgiving, which is supposed to be every day. But we collectively celebrate the next fourth day of Thanksgiving to God for everything that has ever happened in our lives. At least I do, the good, the bad, the ugly. Don't you two do, sister?
Yes, absolutely.
The good, the bad, and the indifferent.
Yes.
Well, Keshanda, I've just met her like 3 days ago. First time face to face, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And am I pronouncing your name right?
Keshanda, yes.
Tell the good folks out there where you're from, please, ma'am.
I'm originally from New Orleans.
Okay.
New Orleans, Louisiana, yes. Originally from New Orleans, but right now I'm in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay. Yes.
All right. Where you get to Baton Rouge?
Oh, honey. Oh, my God. Well, I was in Jacksonville, and our time was up in Jacksonville. Jacksonville was very wonderful to me. And then we moved to New Orleans just for a second, and I'm happy that I did because my grandmother passed. And so we literally got that time to spend with her and all that. And then, honey, I just realized that I love New Orleans. I love the culture. But it was this Killerville, and I had to leave out of Killerville and get to somewhere really calm and, quiet. It wasn't that quiet where I was at.
So you weren't born and raised in New Orleans?
I was born and raised in New Orleans.
Okay. So you left and went to Jackson at what point?
Oh, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, no, I just left from Jacksonville. It's been about maybe 2 years and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years and a half. And then I came down here, me and my family. We relocated here and then to New Orleans. And then we in Baton Rouge where we just bought our home. Yes.
Gotcha. Yes. I'm actually in Baton Rouge a lot. I just went there today, to tell you the truth. I was in dinner. Yes.
Oh gosh.
But okay, this is good, y'all. I wanted her to share her story. She has a lot of them, so she's gonna be with us a couple of weeks. Yeah. And she
Yes.
Y'all say I laugh a lot. No, this lady laughs a lot.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay, okay. Um, her story. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about your childhood, a little bit of it. Do you have siblings,
Okay.
mom and dad living? Tell the
I
good.
have, matter of fact, my mother died at 55 years old. My dad died at 47 years old. My mom been dead about maybe about 19 years now. A little bit more. And my dad been dead for many years. And I grew up in New Orleans and did had a lot of obstacles and a lot of down and up in New Orleans. And New Orleans was a very hard place for me and for my mom and stuff like that. My mom, I come from a life where, people did drugs and alcohol and my mom was caught up into some of that stuff.
What
And
area of
so
New Orleans did you live in, if you don't mind me
I
asking?
live, well, I was born in New Orleans, but I lived over in Gretna.
In Gretna, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
on
lived over in Gretna.
there, baby. That's over here. We
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
yeah. Right there, about down the street from Casey Jones, not too far on Ocean Avenue.
Oh, yeah, it used to be KC Jones. Yeah.
Yes, we that was the neighborhood store. Everybody loved the Casey Jones.
And Sal's was right across the street.
Sales was right across. That's where people went and got their money and cashed some checks.
Yep,
By
absolutely.
Mr. Jimmy. Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, so
Yeah,
absolutely.
so
Okay, you were
yes,
there and mom was involved in drugs and stuff. Go on.
yeah, and then my growing up, I went through a lot of pain and hurt from mom leaving us with different people, and so molestation happened. A lot of different things happened like that that truly catapulted my life in so many ways. But my mom always, even though she was into everything she was into, my mom was a praying woman, and so she taught us how to pray. And so through all that I went through as a child, um, God just covered me, and I was able just to get through a lot of stuff. But I had mentors that came and really helped me to get through some things and let me know who I really was and how to really stand and get through. I didn't per se went to counselors and stuff like that, but we did. I spoke to women, one counselor one time before, but other than that, it was prayer that really got me through all that because
Yeah.
it happened when I was like 2 years old, and
And
I was.
molestation happened when you were two.
It happened when I was two, and it kept going on on different occasions up to where I was like 12 years old.
Wow. And was
Yeah.
this the men that your mom was bringing in the house, or was it relatives?
This was men that my mom had brought into the house that she had known for a long time, I guess she thought. And it was people in the family and people that my family had known for years. This wasn't men, it was men and female. And so I was able to get through that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just always had a heart of love. So even though that did happen to me, I always just felt like, Lord, forgive them. I just had a heart for forgiveness.
At,
And
at what point in your at your age, at what point at your age did you kind of want to tell somebody or talk about it or even share it
um,
out?
when I was a little girl, my mother had come to me and asked me some questions, and I told her some of it. I didn't really. Growing up, I didn't know whether mommy loved me or not. She said she did, but I didn't know because the actions and the things that had happened. And so it kind of like I didn't tell her. I told her some things that really happened, but I waited till I got much older to tell her some of the other stuff. And some of the other things that happened, I haven't told her that either.
You hadn't told her. So what was her reaction when you first told her? What was her reaction?
My mom was a praying person, so she felt like something was going on because when you get molested and touched and fondled with, there's something happening. You're not quite the same anymore, and so that could lead to many things. That could lead to sexual promiscuous and all kind of different things, and so she just began to see a different in my character. Just a person that just a child that I was just happy go lucky, but at a point in my life I was not like that. I kind of like um went to a low place,
Right.
and then when you get in that, yeah.
Yeah. So from what I understand, And what I can say that I can identify with, I wasn't molested. I was raped when I was 19. So it's a violation. And
Yes.
feel that, at least I felt that I would never allow that to happen again. So I didn't trust.
Yeah.
Lack of trust. Did you feel that as well?
I felt that as well. I remember one of the people that funded with me molested me. My mother was gonna he wanted to come back and live with my mother again. And my me and my sisters was like, no, he's not coming back here. And
Mm.
so we stood, yeah, because my mom was she would just live, she this man had abused her. And so I guess she was like maybe scared of him, you can say. And so,
Fear
but
kept
we
her there.
stood up.
Fear kept her there.
Yeah, fear kept her there. And so we was like, no, he's not coming back here. And we kind of like told him to his face. And we was like, we was a real kid, we was young. And we're like, hey, you ain't coming back here. We went through too much with you. And we ain't about to go.
So
My
this
mother
so
ain't
did he
about to
molest your
go.
sister too?
Huh?
Did he molest your sister too?
No, it was, I don't know why, but it was such an attack on me.
Wow.
But I come from a place where a lot of people was molested in my family, including my mother. So yeah,
Yeah.
and like the cycle, this literally kept
Opportunity.
going on. Hit some people and
Yeah.
jumped over and kind of knocked some other people out. Yeah,
Right, right. Okay, so after you told mom and you've gotten older and your behaviors change, your characters change, would you say share with the good folks of because I can only think of myself, so
yeah.
I'll ask you, after you were grown, on in a place of I'm grown, I'm a young woman now. What are some of the effects that you think that or you feel to believe that the molestation had on you other than
Um, you know what? Low self-esteem.
low self-esteem?
Low self-esteem.
You know,
Never feeling good enough.
yes.
um, choosing not good relationships, um, being a little promiscuous,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wind up having a baby, getting pregnant at I was pregnant at 15, but I had that baby at 17 years old, 16 years old, and may I. Right then and there at 16, I began to say, you know what, I got to make a change in my life because I grew up where I was 12 years old in a bar.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
12.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 12 years old. And so I had seen so many, different things. But at 16 years old, I decided to make a change in my life.
Mm.
And I said, you know what? I said, I had this baby and I'm like, God, I'm like, you know, teach me how to love it. I don't know how to love this baby because ain't nobody love me.
Right, right.
Ain't nobody love me
You
till
couldn't give what you didn't have.
right, yeah. So I'm like, I got this baby, oh God, you gotta help me. And so what happens, one thing I I was making sure that I said, Lord, teach me how to love this baby and just to protect this baby. And so I changed my life around. I start, just praying, change my life. So you know what? I'm gonna come out there like that. I ain't gonna go in the club no more. I'm not gonna go here no more.
Let
I
me
went
stop you
to
right there. Let me stop you right there. What led you to turn to God, though?
Well, you know what? From a little girl, I was always praying because my mother was always praying
Your
in
mother
spite
was
of
a praying
everything that
woman.
we went through. Yeah, no matter what we went through, if we didn't have food in the house, if we didn't have water, we didn't have light. Sometimes everything was upside down, so everything was prayer.
She knew to
When
pray.
my mom went out, come back, yeah, we still prayed.
Right.
And so, and that's what really that's the thing that really helped me because my mother would pray and she would sing, but we ain't had no food, and she would pray and she said, pray and go bring some food. And then the next thing you know, about maybe 2 hours later, we got a grocery bag of groceries on the front door. We didn't have no phone. Ain't nobody called nobody. She prayed to him and he called them.
God got a way of doing it, don't he?
So I grew up like that.
Yes, yes.
And then as a little girl, this had these gifts in me that I didn't understand, and
Right.
I caught quite a few whippings for these gifts, telling people their business.
Right. We're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Good.
okay.
Good. So we'll say that you actually know what it means to live from God's hand to your mouth.
Oh, you better believe it.
People say that all the time, but they don't know people that actually do this.
Yeah, yeah,
Although
absolutely. Let me tell you something. Christmas missed us and birthdays was the worst days.
Yes, yes. Okay, so now we're up and we have a
Yeah.
relationship with God. We've surrendered to God. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And so you've surrendered to God, and you have a baby. So how old is he when you're grown now?
My daughter right now, she's 27 years old.
So she's 27. So at what point did you, I want to say, meet your husband?
I met my daughter was 9 years old. I had went to California prayed. I said, Lord, I need a husband, da, 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 da. And I told the Lord what type of husband I wanted. And somehow Katrina happened. I went to Baton Rouge, came
Now you
down here
gotta
back
back
to
this
Baton
up for the
Rouge.
good folks. Back this up for the good folks. What did you tell
Okay.
the Lord you wanted?
Yeah, women, go back. So, well, I told the Lord what kind of husband I wanted,
Uh-huh.
and I said, Lord, I want a man that loved you more than he loved me. And I said, Lord, I want a man that have a conviction, because if he has a conviction of the Holy Ghost, he'll get it right because he got a true heart of God. And I said, Lord, I want a man that know how to sing, and some other little things that I asked him. And let me tell you something, that brother came singing in 5 different languages, honey. I said I wanted a countryman. I got that. He loved cornbread and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I got that. And I said I wanted to love me more than me. I said, more than he would love me. I have everything that I asked for in a
Wait,
husband.
egg up. I'm backing you up for the good folks. You talk faster than me. So
Okay, well let me slow down. You know I do all this kind of
I'm gonna slow
slide
it
through.
down, y'all. Slow it down for the good folks.
Okay,
So this
okay.
was a joke. So you pray. Girl, you got me choking. So
Oh,
you pray and ask God, don't cut your mouth off now. So
okay,
you
okay, okay.
there you go. So okay, you prayed and asked God for a man that would love him more than you.
Yes,
Prayed and you asked God for a man that had conviction, great conviction.
conviction.
He had
Great conviction.
and he
Yeah,
had to be convicted by the Holy Spirit to do right by you.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just slowing it down for the good folks because you was going. Oh, this girl is excited, y'all. Okay,
I am. I am.
and then you prayed and asked God to give you a man that can sing, and He gave you one that can sing in 5 different languages.
Yes, honey.
You
He
know,
sings beautiful. Yes, beautiful opera. Yes.
when he was setting you up, I heard him singing, and I didn't even let him know I was on. So
Yes.
brother know how to sing. So how many languages? I mean, 5, but what are they?
He sing all kind of stuff. French and
Oh,
stuff. Yeah, way out there. Yeah.
he speaks French too. Obviously,
Um, Not too much, but he can sing it. He can sing Dutch. He can sing different. Yeah.
what? Well,
Yes.
we're gonna have
He's
to have him on one day. But anyway, this is about you.
yeah.
So where did you meet him?
I met him. Matter of fact, we met at after Katrina. Met him at a gospel play in Port Allen.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Where I was coming to no. I met him at Southern University. We was getting a gospel play,
Okay.
and this guy was doing the play, and we met at a play. Yes,
Okay. So
and
was
so
he in the play?
yeah, he was in the play, and I was in the play,
Okay.
and we was supposed to be. I don't know if he was husband or wife or relatives or something. It was back wild, and so me and he was in the play together, and he stood up. He said that he walked in the door, and he had people that he knew from Southern because he was going to Southern, and he saw me, and he said that there was a light on you, and he said, well, I asked God, what do you need, and the Lord said she need a friend. And so he came over there and started being my friend right away.
Wait. He came over and he introduced himself. I take it.
He introduced himself. His name was Terrence Terrell Tyler.
Uh huh.
And so he introduced himself, and I introduced myself. And then we got up to start doing our parts, and he would pray. He would pray in English. I would pray in tongues. He said something about this woman here. And then we start going to practice, and I prayed, and one day I guess I had a dream, a vision, or something, and I saw us standing with each other, just standing up. And then one day I was going to wash my clothes, and he said, "Well, you can come over here." I said, "Oh no, I don't be going to people's house like that. What's
Wait a
wrong?"
minute.
Yeah, he offered him that, and I said, who gonna be at your house besides me? And he said, well, we gonna have some friends over and stuff like that. You could come over and stuff like that. I said, well, okay. I said, wind up coming over, and I tell you, his friends was there, and I was trying to finish all of my stuff by the time the friends leave, because I was trying to leave when the friends leave.
Right.
Honey, the friends ain't leave. And the friends wound up leaving faster than my clothes to get finished.
Uh-huh.
And me and this young man wound up talking. We talked so much. I thought I could talk, and I could talk. But oh, he out talked me that day.
Wait.
And
He can out talk you?
he can out talk me.
Oh, so you're going on 100 miles now. You're on 200 right now. Okay.
Yeah, so he can out talk me.
Ooh. So okay. So
Says I stop slowing down so you can recap.
recap. Okay, so y'all met at the play, both of y'all doing y'all parts, and
Yeah,
then y'all prayed together, and all of a sudden, and you needed some clothes washed, and so he invited you over to wash at his house, and you was trying to hurry up before the friends got through, but the friends left early, and you was
right.
there washing,
Still,
right?
yeah.
Am I recapping for y'all out there, YouTube land? Y'all going 200 miles an hour.
I'm gonna slow it down. Okay,
That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna recap for the good folks.
okay.
So then y'all talking and y'all talk for hours, I assume.
We talked for hours, like we just kept going on and going on.
So
And
sister, at what point did you really know that this was what you asked for? You were just enjoying his company and he was being your friend. But at what point did you know, Lord, this is exactly what I asked for? At what point did you recognize?
what part? What part? Oh my God! I guess it was many parts because he just started coming. We would come and see each other and stuff like that. And I think this brother would pray before he come see me. I don't know if he came from church or prayed or something. But every time this brother would come see me, like he would be loaded with power. Or something, he would come see me and pray for me. And one time this brother prayed for me, I almost passed out. I said, "Oh Lord, he must be really connected." So one day he was talking on the phone with me, and he was ministering to me, prayed for me. He kept on this ministering to me and tell me, God got some great things for you. You're gonna meet your husband. And he said that he was on the phone. He said God said, but that's your wife. So the Lord told him that while he was
As he was praying, God spoke to him and said, "That's your wife."
this is your wife. And he said that he got a new tongue after God told him that, because he's 24 years old. He said that, first of all, him and his buddies made a pact with each other that they was not going to marry nobody that had a baby anyway, and they sure was not going to, that they had some things that they was not going to do. And so he wanted to get married with.
Wait now. So he was 24. How old were you at the time?
I was 26.
Okay, so 2 years different. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 2 years. And so they made a pact, but I wound up coming. I already had a daughter already. And then he was like, well, I'm waiting till I get 30, I'm gonna marry, I'm waiting till I get 30. And so I started going to church with him. He came to my church, he saw me preach, and he was there, and I don't know. We just got close real fast because he told me, he said, well, I'm going, I'm going to go to Georgia and work with Tyler Perry and stuff like that. I said, boy, you think I'm ugly? He said, no. I said, well, why you think I'm be waiting for somebody alone? Because he said that he wanted to wait 3 years.
You said, girl, you was talking, you going 0 to 200. So what you say? You talking in curse?
Okay. I said, no, he said, he told me that he wanted to wait for 3 years before he married somebody. I said, well, do you think I'm ugly? He said, no. I said, well, what would you
do he think you ugly?
Yeah. I said, did you think I was ugly? He said, no, you know you're ugly. I said, well, why would you think I'd be sitting waiting for you for 3 years? And so what, 3 years became 2 years. I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna talk to the God I know, and you talk to the God you know, and we gonna see what God say. And so 3 years.
Wait a minute. After 3 years, y'all got married.
No, honey.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm cutting you off for a reason. Because I'm on the edge of my seat. But after 3 years, he wanted to wait for 3 years, YouTube land. And she didn't want to wait for 3 years, but something happened. And we're going to tell y'all what happened next week. So this is DTM Real Talk. And we just going to keep it real. And we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for watching DTM Real Talk. Be sure to join us for more conversation. And oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe while you're there.